Technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Now ETN to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and a single gold stripe running from front to back. From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jonathan Allen busting through the game for a loss of 6. Just 2 plays in, and Jones already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down. That's another time to try and get the ball back, too.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They go play action with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 44 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 14-yard line. Hal to the air on first and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2nd and 5 now. Howell. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now throwing on 1st down here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 38 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
A late season breakout at the end of 2021 with the Raiders earned Zay Jones a big deal as part of Jacksonville's spending spree this offseason. And they'll need to keep up that kind of play in order to stand out in a crowded Jags receiving room. 1st downs like that, an excellent way to continue to earn more opportunities.
A give running right, Etienne. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Powell's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now the pass finding its way to the hands of Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Washington. Ebron, 34 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st down, Howell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma, and the Jags are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down.
And it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Draw play, ETN.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A lot of ground to cover, 2nd and 22. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, 26 yards.
And the Jags are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the play.
I certainly felt for Sam Howell watching him fall from a possible first-round pick at one point all the way to day 3 of the draft, but it's just extra fuel for a guy now who drew comparisons to some of the league's most fiery competitors at quarterback. When he gets into a tough spot, Howell knows how to create and make some impressive reads and also some impressive runs. And I think that's how he'll succeed as an NFL quarterback.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On the counter, Gibson.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Once more, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't give him an opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's got room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And lined up losing 3. Now it's third down.
Brandon, that's what you call being man-handed at the point of attack. And I know the offensive back gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on third down. Here's Lawrence.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
All fans of the Washington Commanders have been holding their collective breath to see how Chase Young returns from last season's torn ACL. If we see the 2020 Rookie of the Year back on the field, everyone who likes the garnet and gold will be awfully happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run with ETN.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with ETN.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him around the line of scrimmage. And that's about 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders
at their 25-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7,
Powell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now throwing on 1st down here.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again on second down. Powell. And now here's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's